Today we discuss the Cauchy convergence criteria. So we begin with what a Cauchy sequence is. A sequence xn of real numbers is said to be a Cauchy sequence, or simply is said to be Cauchy if for every epsilon greater than 0 there exists a natural number nh such that modulus of xn minus xm less than epsilon for every m comma n greater than or equal to h. That is, given any epsilon greater than 0, you can find out a subscript h, so that for every xn and xm greater than or equal to this xm and xn, where m and n are greater than or equal to h, this distance between xn and xm is less than epsilon. That is, if suppose you have the sequence, say x1 etc, xn etc, and you have the sequence of natural numbers, so you can find out some subscript h, some natural number h, so after which all the terms of the sequence are in the epsilon neighborhood. Okay, so all the terms of the sequence lies in any epsilon neighborhood after some subscript h, then the sequence is said to be a Cauchy sequence. For example, we prove that sequence 1 by n, where n is a natural number, is Cauchy. Okay, so in order to prove this, we have to find out a h belongs to n for every epsilon greater than 0. So let epsilon greater than 0 be given. So we have to find out what modulus of 1 by m minus 1 by n will be. That is, modulus of xn minus xm will be equal to modulus of 1 by n minus 1 by m. This is less than or equal to 1 by n plus 1 by m. So it should be less than epsilon for every m and n greater than or equal to some h. So choosing this, so if 1 by n and 1 by m are less than epsilon by 2, then it will be satisfied. So choose n comma m greater than or equal to 2 by epsilon, or rather you choose h belongs to n where h greater than or equal to 2 by epsilon, then this inequality is satisfied. That is, modulus of xn minus xm less than or equal to 1 by n plus 1 by m. So if you choose strictly greater than, then this is less than epsilon for all m comma n greater than or equal to h. Therefore, sequence 1 by n is a Cauchy sequence. Example 2, let us consider the sequence 1, 2, 3, etc. We prove that the sequence is not Cauchy. For that, suppose I choose epsilon equal to 0.01, then any xn minus xm will be greater than or equal to 1, and it can never be less than 0.1. Therefore, you can never find out any h in n so that modulus of xn minus xm less than or equal to 0.01. This implies the sequence is not Cauchy. Okay, so our aim is to prove that every convergent sequence of real numbers is Cauchy. That is the main aim, and which is the Cauchy convergence criteria. So for that we require two lemmas. As lemma 1, every Cauchy sequence is bounded. Every Cauchy sequence is bounded. Proof. Okay, let x equal to sequence xn be Cauchy. So the implication is, for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists a natural number h such that modulus of xn minus xm less than epsilon for every m comma n greater than or equal to h. So we have to prove that the sequence is bounded. So let us choose this epsilon equal to 1 and put m equal to h. Then we have modulus of xn minus xh less than 1 for all n greater than or equal to h. So we have the inequality modulus of a minus b greater than or equal to mod a minus mod b. Therefore, this implies modulus of xn minus modulus of xh less than 1, or modulus of xn less than 1 plus mod xh for all n greater than or equal to h. That is, for all the terms after this n equal to h or n greater than or equal to h, this mod xn will be less than 1 plus mod xh, or it can be less than or equal to. So if I choose m equal to maximum of mod x1, mod x2, comma etc. mod x h minus 1, comma 1 plus mod xh. So this means this m is less than or equal to mod x1, mod x2, comma mod xh minus 1, which are all finite terms, and 1 plus mod xh, which is always greater than or equal to mod xn for all n greater than or equal to h. Therefore, this mod xn less than or equal to m for all n belongs to n. This means sequence xn is bounded. So what we have proved now is that any Cauchy sequence of real numbers is bounded. Okay, and we have the second lemma. Lemma 2. Second lemma. Every convergent sequence of real numbers is Cauchy. Every convergent sequence of real numbers is Cauchy. So, given any convergent sequence of real numbers, we will prove that it is Cauchy. So, suppose x equal to sequence xn be convergent. Okay, and suppose let sequence xn converges to x. We have to prove that for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists h belongs to n such that modulus of xn minus xm less than epsilon for all m comma n greater than or equal to h. So this is what we have to prove. Or given epsilon greater than 0, we have to find out a natural number h. So that is our aim. And since sequence xn is convergent and converges to x, for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists some k belongs to n such that modulus of xn minus x less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to k. Okay, so inserting this x in mod xn minus xm, so I can write mod xn minus xm is equal to mod xn minus x plus x minus xm. Okay, so this is less than or equal to modulus of xn minus x plus modulus of x minus xn. So if I write this mod xn minus x less than epsilon by 2, this is less than epsilon by 2 plus epsilon by 2 for all m comma n greater than or equal to k. Okay, that is mod xn minus xm less than epsilon for all m comma n greater than or equal to k. So this implies that sequence xn is Cauchy. Okay, so we have two lemmas proved now. The first lemma says that every Cauchy sequence is bounded, and the second lemma says that every convergent sequence of real numbers is Cauchy. So now we have the main theorem, that is the Cauchy convergence criteria. So the statement is Cauchy convergence. Cauchy convergence criteria. The statement is a sequence of real numbers is convergent if and only if it is Cauchy. Okay, that is any sequence of real numbers is convergent if and only if it is convergent. That is, any convergent sequence of real numbers is Cauchy, which we have already proved, and any Cauchy sequence of real numbers is convergent. So one side is already proved that any convergent sequence of real numbers is Cauchy. Now we will prove the next side, that is, suppose x equal to sequence xn is Cauchy. So we have to prove that it is convergent. Okay, since the sequence is Cauchy, for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists an h belongs to n such that modulus of xn minus xm less than epsilon for all m comma n greater than or equal to h. Also we know that every by lemma 1, every Cauchy sequence is bounded. Okay, hence by Bolzano-Weierstrass theorem, we can have there exists a convergent subsequence for sequence xn. Say that is, there exists sequence xnk which is a subsequence of sequence xn which converges to x star, say. Okay, hence by the convergence for every epsilon greater than 0, in particular for the given epsilon greater than 0, there exists a natural number k, of course, which belongs to this n1, n2, etc., such that modulus of xk minus x star or xn minus x star less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to this k. Okay, so let me choose this as equation number 1, inequality number 1, and this is inequality number 2. Okay, so in particular, if I choose this k greater than or equal to h, then I have modulus of xk minus x star less than epsilon. Okay, so putting this m equal to k in inequality 1, we have modulus of xn minus xk less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to k. Okay, so what we require is to prove that the sequence xn converges to x star. Therefore, modulus of xn minus x star is equal to modulus of xn minus xk plus xk minus x star. This is less than or equal to modulus of xn minus xk plus modulus of xk minus x star. Okay, so if I replace each of these, instead of epsilon, I replace with epsilon by 2, then this will be less than epsilon by 2 plus epsilon by 2, of course, for all n greater than or equal to h. Okay, okay, so this is epsilon. Okay, that means sequence xn converges to x star. That is, the given Cauchy sequence is convergent. So the importance is that any sequence of real numbers is convergent if and only if it is a Cauchy sequence, and that is a proof.